Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Julian, and this is voice chat enabled. Today, I'm always joined with my co-host Christian, aka PGX Gamer. Say what up?
What
So, this is episode 2 of our gaming-centric podcast where we just talk about stuff that has happened like last week. This is last week's news, and we're just talking about it. That's what we're doing. But
a
what's
little
up
bit of
with
today's too?
a little bit of today? A lot of last week, a little bit of today. We record this show. I think we're going to record this show on Monday. That might be our normal schedule, depending upon what's going on. But as of right now, this is the news we have and the news that's come out since then. But before we get into the news, what's up with you, man? Anything new you're playing? Are you still playing Squadrons? Do you have any new opinions on stuff? What you got?
I've been playing Squadrons. I
Mm-hmm.
finished it and loved it very much. I honestly think it's EA's best Star Wars game.
Okay.
Period. Uh, Bold statement, but I truly believe it because the people behind it were like basically just the people are like went to EA like we we we, we really just want to make this really simple game. Can you just give us this money? Like fine here, and they just did everything they could with it that they possibly could, and it's pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. That said, I suck at multiplayer, but I I, I enjoy it a lot.
I have yet to install it and play it. I've been swamped because I have two finals that are due at the end of this week, so I've just been like I've been hitting the pavement, you know what I mean? I've just been writing papers left and right trying to get all this crap done. But once it's done, I will jump in and play a little bit. I've actually gotten back into Call of Duty Modern Warfare multiplayer. I don't know why. I
That was
just got back
awesome.
into it.
I was been playing a little. Me and Josh played a lot of the Cold War beta this Saturday.
Oh yeah, how was that? Because I didn't play a single piece of it.
I'm gonna be completely honest. When I heard the announcement, my excitement level was at like a 3.
Okay.
I saw the leaked gameplay
Mm-hmm.
of multiplayer. My excitement went to a 2,
Okay.
and then I played the alpha. It jumped up to a 6.
Okay, it's
Then I
interesting.
played the beta, and
Yeah.
it jumped up to an 8.
Okay. All right. That's promising. I've heard a lot of people complain about the skill-based matchmaking. Is
No,
that?
that every any game that has skill based matchmaking,
Yeah.
people bitch.
Okay.
And I understand some of them, but at the same time, it's because they're playing against other people that are just as good as them, so they have to play at the top of their game, and they bitch because they want like to play against shitty characters, but it's just like it's a dual-edged sword because you don't want to play 100% every match, but at the same time you're too good to play with other people. That's like asking an NBA athlete to fucking play against JV middle school.
Okay. I can see the problem.
Like if yeah, if you're professional going to play a professional game, you're gonna have to play professionally. But if you're like at the same time, we have these ratings to make it sure you don't just dunk like a fucking professional basketball player goes against a high school player and shits all over him.
Yeah.
It's any game that has skill based matchmaking is a complete um people hate it for that, but it's just like it's more complicated than people let it know.
Well, at least it sounds promising and at least it seems exciting. I never really play betas. I don't. I don't know why. I think there's some times where like I would. So it if I still worked at GameStop, and we had managers conference, I'm pretty sure Call of Duty would have had a presence there. Actually, no, I take it back. They wouldn't because they just announced that game. So no, never mind. But that's the only time I ever really like played stuff that was an alpha or beta. I never really like went home that I can think of and downloaded a beta and played it. I don't remember
There
doing
was
that.
that time we got Guitar Hero.
Oh, that is true. The one time Activision sent over Guitar Hero and we played that. That was dope. That was
I
a lot of
remember
fun. The guitar was
the
broken.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, I remember
you had
you.
to I had to fix it. Yeah,
Yeah, you put a. You
just
freaking. We
put paper
popped it
behind
open
one of
and
the
yeah.
put
I
paper
don't.
behind one of the buttons. It would it just gets stuck. It didn't have a good enough spring.
Do you think that we're gonna get a Guitar Hero for this next generation, or do you think they're just done with it? You think they threw in the towel? No
They're
more
dead.
Guitar Hero.
They're dead. No more. Like anything. Activision killed it. They just killed that series completely dead.
Well, rip. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of had like the itch to play Guitar Hero again, and then I reinstalled it and plugged it in and all that, but it was boring. I stopped. I was like, okay, I don't know
It,
why I did this.
no, because going back to the 360, you'll have fun, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it's just
it's
it's an
it's not what
unfortunate.
it used to be.
Yeah, I don't know. It's never gonna be the same. I think this is just memories of a golden age in video games. Speaking of a golden age in video games,
But what about
oh, what have I been playing?
yeah?
I have not been playing anything. I've been playing Write My English paper that's due tomorrow for uh in an hour. So
Really?
the,
Because I remember you buying us a DLC.
oh
What
yeah,
have
yeah,
you been
yeah.
playing?
I've been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I have not touched the DLC though. Honestly, not once have I touched it, but I did get the DLC because it was on salesies. But uh, yeah, I haven't
I'm
played
like
Assassin's Creed in a
I
while.
restarted it, so I'm still at level 1.
Oh, I'm at I think level 13 or 14 right now. Still got a long ways to go. But I'm having fun. I'm still having fun with it. I'm gonna jump in. It's kind of like Assassin's Creed's kind of like one of those games where I'll just like jump in for like an hour or two, and then I'll get out of it, and I'll let it sit for 2 days, and then I'll jump back in. It's just fun. I just like running around in that world. I have. I'm actually having a lot. I think I might probably enjoy Valhalla when I get it. I don't know. I
You
just don't even
getting it?
know. I think I want to get it, but at the same time, like I don't know if I get it, if I'm just gonna be like, well, I already got my fix with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I don't need to play Valhalla, you know? Because it's basically the same game. Assassin's Creed's kind of just like a
It
repetition of everything over and over again.
it is, but if anything, I'd say get it. One new game, you
Yeah.
get all the bonus. You get all the bonus features. Like, let me see. I mean, I'm on my Xbox. Let's see. Let's go to the store. Let's look at some of Valhalla.
Let's look at the
Uh,
store.
I just I was just kind of like The Witcher. There's just some stuff about it. Combat I would want to change a bit differently. Oh, I forgot a game I'm looking forward to comes out in like 2 weeks.
It's coming out in 2 weeks.
A game called Ghost Runner.
Oh, I've seen stuff about it. I don't know much
I
about it.
played a I played a demo on PC through the GeForce Now.
Oh, okay.
I was able to play it with RTX too.
Oh, nice.
It's basically first person ninja parkour Hotline Miami during Cyberpunk with a katana.
Okay. I can dig
Yeah.
that. I can get
Oh,
on board with that.
better. It's cyborg ninja, cyborg ninja with a katana mixed with Hotline Miami, Mirror's Edge, and Cyberpunk.
Okay. I can still get on board
That's
with
better.
that. I like that.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be is it gonna be on Game Pass or is it just gonna be buy it?
It's buy it. It's in
Okay.
Game Pass.
Either way, that's
But
fine.
let's look at Valhalla. There's the 60, the 100, and the 120. Let's look at the basic version because we are basic bitches. Unless somebody wants to sponsor us, G Fuel.
G Fuel, help us get the the Assassin's Creed Valhalla Super Deluxe Mega Gold Edition, whatever it is.
Yeah, but if anything, it has smart delivery optimized for Series X. Oh wait, you're not getting the Series X. That's right.
Not on day
You're
one,
getting that
no.
later.
I will be getting it later. I'll be getting it once Halo has a release date. Then I'll probably pick it up.
Your release date.
Maybe I'll get it for my
Because
birthday.
technically, oh,
Surprise!
true.
I don't know. We'll find out. But once Halo gets an official, I think they still have a launch window, right? Halo, the new one,
Uh, kinda.
kind of. Well, either way,
Yeah.
once they give an official date, I'll either buy one then, or I might have already gotten one because my birthday's in January. So we'll see what happens. Maybe, I mean, Christmas might be just way too much, but my birthday, maybe I might already have one.
Yeah. But you got all the 4K. I think it's gonna run 60. I'm not 100% sure. But faster everything, and it looks good. Looks good.
I am looking for a
Honestly,
4K TV.
for which one?
A 4K TV. That's what I need.
Oh, 4K. Yeah, you need that
I
4K
need one of
TV.
those. I need one of those real bad.
All right. Well, what's on our topic list?
So okay, so topic list. We were talking earlier a little bit about the golden age of video games with the rock bands and the guitar heroes, right? But there was a game, Medal of Honor, is now 10 years old today, and this is the Medal of Honor with the dang when they were like, where were they in
The reboot.
Afghanistan or Iraq? Yeah, the reboot. That game was so good. I actually enjoyed it. I forgot like how much I enjoyed playing that game. I played it with you at your house, and then I remember going to GameStop and getting it, and then going back to my house and playing it there, just because
Wow.
I wanted to get really good at it, but I never did. But it was a lot of fun.
Like I have a fondness for Medal of Honor. It was always been one of my favorite video game first person shooters growing up. But I didn't think you probably love that game more than me. I like the game, but it feels a little inferior to COD, but it had much more realism than
Yeah,
COD.
I think it has like it had at the time. I think it did. I think if you're looking at it now, I don't know if it's aged well because honestly, I haven't gone back to it. But every time I see the cover, I just get really excited about it. I had a lot of fun. Did you ever? I remember they had like what was it like veteran mode or like hard like the hardest difficulty where it's like you got shot once and you're dead. I tried playing the story.
No, that was called it. Was that on there?
Yeah, they had that. They had it
They
on
had
dang.
that.
Yeah, I don't know what it was called though. I don't remember what it was called. Let's see. But they're coming out with a new Medal of Honor, right?
Yes, it's going back to World War II and it's VR. And it looks really cool. It looks really good.
Oops. Is it fully VR? The whole
But
thing?
yes, yeah, it's a full VR game. Oh, and you want to know one of the biggest things about the rebooted Medal of Honor? You remember what they had?
No.
Linkin Park.
Oh yeah, they did have Linkin Park. Oh my god, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, they had Linkin Park. I believe the catalyst for Medal of Honor, and then for Medal of Honor Warfighter, they had Castle of Glass.
That's cool. I forgot about that. There's so many good memories. So many.
And the multiplayer was fun and interesting, but it's a bit interesting for a different reason because it wasn't made by the original studio, if I remember correctly. Danger Close made the single player, but Dice actually made the multiplayer. So it kind of had two different video game engines
Hmm.
and played differently. So the single player had, I can't remember what engine, but it had the engine uh Danger Close had, and then the multiplayer used Frostbite.
Interesting. I didn't even know that. I
Also
wasn't.
had had a couple of controversies behind it. Medal of Honor as well.
I remember something about that.
Uh,
It's because of the way they were telling the stories, right? Or like the way that they were talking about the game, because they actually used like.
one, yeah, one, they told stories that they probably shouldn't have told.
Mhm.
And two was the multiplayer. They used the actual Taliban as the enemies, so a lot of people got offended, and so they ended up just changing it to Op 4.
That was a that was a bold move to do those things. I didn't. I mean, I remember. I think that was like one of the main things that stuck with me when they were talking about that game. Is they're like, oh, we used real stories of real accounts of people that were in this, like crazy special forces, like group of people, and I was like, what?
And then the government went, what'd you say?
Hey, we're gonna need you to take that
You're
back.
not supposed to tell us that you did that.
Oh man. Oh, I don't know. That game was dope. I did really enjoy it. Moving on to games coming
I liked
out
it, yeah.
on launch day for the new consoles. Bugsnax is gold. Yeah, it's coming out on launch day for the PS5. It's gonna be out November 12th. I'm So did you read anything about Bugsnax, about like what style of game it is and all that? Because I know
Not really.
Greg and Blessings and a bunch of other people got hands on with it. Apparently, it's like Pokemon Snap. Um, let me get like, let's see. It's like Pokemon Snap with mixed with like something else, and they released like the cast of the voice actors. And
I saw the cast list, yeah.
did you listen to like the videos?
I honestly didn't really see anything about Bugsnax, to be completely honest. I, I'm kind of waiting until there's more like actual video, and not just impressions.
I think I want to say Greg Greg Miller from Kind of Funny and Blessing from Kind of Funny. They have gameplay where they have like them playing it, and it's actual like gameplay. I didn't watch the whole thing, but it's there. It's I saw poke like I listened to what they were saying, and I'm talking about the characters at this point. I'm not talking about what Greg and Blessings were saying, but I was talking about the characters, what the characters like, the way they sound and stuff like that. It's so weird. It's so weird because they sound like Pokemon with weird voices and stuff like that, but they're like food based snacks, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Well,
a
I
little odd.
recognize some of the voice actors. Yuri Lowenthal. He's Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. You know what? Actually, one of my friends got me uh a signed Spider-Man cover by Yuri. So I have
You
that.
dick. You dick.
I have it. Spider-Man PS5 game cover signed by him.
PS5?
I'm sorry, PS4. Yeah, he was in the future. No, it was pretty cool.
Let's see. Deborah Wilson. She was from Mad TV. She did I can't- Junda from Fallen Order, Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay.
Junda. She's the one that finds you and basically mentors you to be
A
a Jedi.
Jedi. Dude, that game was so
Remember,
good.
she's the one. Yeah, I liked it, but
I liked it.
I had some issues with it. Let's see who else is I can. Roger Craig Smith, Mirage, Sonic. He voiced Batman in Arkham Origins. Uh, Good voice actor. Let me see. Courtney Taylor did is in there. She did if I remember correctly, Elizabeth from BioShock.
Oh,
There's a lot of other people, but I kind of need to remember which ones I
there,
did. But
there's definitely a lot of people who were mentioned in that cast. But
yes, there is.
I'm I'm actually more interested in seeing Bugsnax. I know that when they first announced it, they at the announcement trailer, I showed my wife and or Lily. For those of you who know, she streams with me sometimes. Uh, she didn't
I
like it.
just have to say,
She freaked out. She didn't like it.
I just be very careful when saying my wife because Borat is coming back and we could easily slip
Uh,
into Borat.
God, I remember that. Now let's see what happens. Let's see if he brings it back. It's like his signature catchphrase. Um, I don't even know if I'm gonna watch that at all. But
It, Amazon, everybody's got it at this point.
yeah, that's true. You know what I did start watching? I started watching The Boys. I had never seen it. Did you watch The
Oh, you
Boys?
never
Have you
seen it?
watched? No,
I saw the first.
Yeah. What did you like about it? Did you like it? Did you hate it?
Oh, I like it. I like it. I read some of the comic book, and I honestly think the show is better than the comic book.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's a
Because
first.
have have you have you gotten to the airplane scene yet?
Yeah, and the second, yeah, where he like laser beams.
Where it's Maeve and Homelander, and they go on they go to stop terrorists, and then everything goes wrong, and they just abandon the airplane.
No, I saw a different airplane scene.
Oh, okay, no, that was the first episode. This is different. Like what else? Like minor spoilers for both The Boys. It's in season 1 and the book. Uh, they try to stop a terrorist hijacking, and the terrorist shoots the last pilot, and Homelander kills the terrorist. But in killing the terrorist, he fries the controls, and so he basically is like, well, can't do anything, let's leave. And Maeve's like, no, we have to help. And he's like, they're dead, like we can't do anything, we just have to like just leave. And it gets really dark where they're like, take us, save us. He's like, get back, I'll laser every freaking one of you. And yeah, they end up just leaving and watch the plane crash. It's very dark, just really dark. Comic, it's a bit more comedic, and it just doesn't it's more it appears more humorously dark than it's more humor than dark than the show is dark than humor.
Okay.
Because like Homelander just opens the door and there's a kid right next to the airplane door, so he just gets sucked out of the window. Nobody, like, it's like one, if you blink and you miss it. And then Homelander he's like a kind of a big bitch in the comic book, so he doesn't even get to the front of the plane. He just goes, "Fuck this, I'm out." Um, and yeah, and it from the stuff I've seen, the show is just it's a lot better. It takes a lot of the ideas and makes them work a bit more better in on the show uh, than in the comic, because the comic can get away with a bit more cheesiness than on the show. The show can.
The show seems like so I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like it just seems so it feels grounded, like and how corrupt. Maybe corrupt. Yeah, I think corrupt's the word. I don't know. How I don't know, like
Like
how
that.
superheroes were like, like real. Like that guy's girlfriend who just got like obliterated because that guy, the Flash guy, was running so fast. A Train, whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah, you do know Simon Pegg is in the show, right? You want to know one of the reasons why he's in the show?
Did he write the book?
No, in the comic book, um, the main character has the exact likeness of Simon Pegg.
Oh, that's cool. I know nothing about the comic book.
The author. I'll tell you more about the comic book later because there's some other stuff that is really extreme and not safe for work, and it'd be too grim and graphic to put on. Like the show is grim and graphic, but the it's written by the same guy who wrote Preacher, and basically he wanted to write a book that out Preacher's Preacher.
Okay, I never read Preacher. I know you did.
Preacher gets fucking yeah. Preacher gets out there. Um, it not for the faint of heart. Just, but I think that's enough for that. The boys tangent.
Yeah, voice talent. Let's go back. Let's go back. This. So I don't know what we'll call this little segment.
Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Bringing it back, but we talked about some things last week that we're continuing on this week. Stuff that, for example, Cyberpunk Crunch Part 2. You have more information about this story because I didn't know there was a part 2 to what was going on. So why don't you fill me and our listeners in as to what has happened or what is continuing to happen?
Jason Schreier. I don't want to I'm not trying to drag anybody's names in the mud. I do like Jason Schreier, but he has a tendency to he has his own like biases and everything, and he claims that this mandatory crunch has happened and it's been really detrimental and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's been criticized for using one single source and also not comparing something that's massive oversight on his end is he's using the same instances of comparisons of the United States, except Cyberpunk is a Polish, if I remember correctly. Cyberpunk is developed in Poland, and their laws against work weeks are completely different from what the United States has.
Okay.
And I like watching Lawrence Sontag from he's formerly from Funhouse,
Mm-hmm.
and I watch a lot of his streams, and he briefly talked about it. But he also, just to mention, he is dating somebody that is PR from Cyberpunk, so he obviously he wants to take with what he says with a grain of salt because obviously might be some bias, but he's like, oh, the work weeks over there is far different, and it's something he never takes account in the writing that he made about crunch. And the other thing is there was a Game Informer podcast that talked about it and
Yeah.
basically said like it was like one person and everybody's like uh it was crunch, but it was voluntary crunch, and that like people are now afraid to celebrate their games going gold because they feel like as soon as they celebrate, there comes in all the headlines. Oh, you got crunch. Oh, this is doing this, and this is this, and this is that, this is that, and it's come to the points where like that CD Project Red, somebody said, I'm scared of celebrating that the game's gone gold. And for people to understand, gold means you're printing out the discs. You finished a disc that is the master disc that's going to be copied to be the game. And yeah, there's more issues where, once again, there's more to crunch than just pure bad.
Yeah. That's interesting. You know what? I tend to forget that that game developers are like from all over the world and they're not solely based out of America, the United States. And I just tend to forget like that. Oh, like like a Polish team or like a uh like a Chinese team or you know
Dice is in Sweden.
I didn't even know that.
Uh, yeah, Dice is Sweden.
That's crazy.
Ninja Theory is UK. Like yeah, what most of the fucking video games are owned by Tencent. That's China.
Yeah. I just
Although they're like publishers, not developers.
I mean I really just tend to forget about that, honestly. Like I don't know why. It just never really like clicks with me looking at it from that a different perspective because like reading something but like crunch like like I just correlate that to like here, right? And I don't know. I don't know their work week or whatever, right? I mean, obviously it's like different. Everybody's work week's different from all over the world, but from here it's like okay, you work Monday through Friday, 40 hours a week plus maybe if you have to, um, or have the option to, and that's that. But that is a pretty important thing to consider when I think you're reporting on something. I feel like you need to have more than one source. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. Maybe
And
I'm
like
totally
not only
off.
that, yeah, yeah, no, it's different. Like a lot of issues in crunch here in America is like pay disputes where you work all this and you don't get paid. Well, like UK is differently. You get like paid big time, and they also have a pot bonus that once it's finished, you get that pot bonus. And yeah, it's a lot different. It's something that needs to be talked about, but it also needs to be put in context.
Yeah, that's good to know. But while we're talking about Cyberpunk 2077, um, PlayStation has released details on backwards compatibility, how the game boost works on select games, and a lot of other things, a lot of other questions that we had last week. They went ahead and released that. So I got a chance to read this. I sent you the article, and I know you got a chance to read that. But we're kind of just gonna go through here and some of the things that stood out to me and Christian to basically just give our opinion on. So, um, let's start. Do you want to start with something good, or do you want to start with something bad?
Uh,
'Cause-
let's just start it from the top.
okay,
That's usually the best way.
let's start from the top. This is straight off of PlayStation blog. So what console generation games are supported with PS5 backwards compatibility feature? We still have the same 99% of PS4 games will work. They did release a list of games that wouldn't work, which I don't really, I didn't really care
But
for.
there's nothing really significant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's nothing really stand out like, oh man, I'm never gonna play that game again. Are you kidding me? There was one VR game on there. What was it? Robinson the Journey. That one's not backwards compatible for whatever reason. I honestly have no clue why. Maybe they couldn't get it working. Um, I don't know. They did not say. So let's see. For PS5, they're talking about the digital edition versus the console with the HD Blu-ray disc. Just for clarification, I got the digital version and Christian got the Blu-ray version. Um, so there is that. Oh, you know what? I didn't add on this list, but just popped into my mind right now. They released a teardown video of what the PlayStation 5 has
Oh yeah.
inside. What did you think about that? Did you think it was like necessary, or do you think like it was just a waste
Oh
of
no,
time?
I think it's 100% necessary.
I thought it was pretty
One, it
cool.
shows off. One, it shows off hardware.
Yeah.
Two, it shows off because like Xbox had theirs like last year. Like I don't remember. They've had theirs
Yeah, they
like a
did. I
teardown
remember that. Yeah, they had a
for
teardown.
a long time.
Yeah.
Uh, It shows content, shows and it shows us like where we have to put the NVMe.
Yeah, that was that was interesting because it looked like it had like a few different sizes of NVMe's that you can load up in there. Still, just to clarify, there's no verification or confirmation of what type of NVMe drive you have to buy. Which I want to know. We're a month away officially
This
today,
close.
as of recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, as of recording, we're about a month away from the launch of this PS5, and we still don't know what type of NVMe expansion drives we can load up into this bad boy. Just kind of frustrating, honestly. But it was pretty cool. Yeah, it looked really easy to pop off the one of the, I don't know, side panels. Um, what I did think was pretty cool was the stand. I don't know why I thought that was really interesting. It looked pretty awesome. You got a little place to store the screw.
I kind of find it dumb because like Xbox threw some shade where it's like here's how you set
Console
our
horizontal.
console horizontally.
Hmm.
Just put it over.
Yeah.
Because you have to get a screw and put the screw in there, put the screw. But speaking of NVMe's, there's the Western Digital. I have one of their hard drives,
Hmm.
and they announced their first PCLE 4 NVMe SSDs, and this one seems like it should be good to use. 700 megabytes, 7,000, which is 7 gigs, and 5.3 gigs writing speed, so read and write speed. So I would hope these are I would hope these are
Compatible.
compatible. That said, they're gonna be like I'm guessing they'd be about as much as Xbox, of a little bit more, like 220, 230 for a terabyte, and like 300 for a 2 terabyte SSD.
I'd probably spend the 300 for the two. I feel like I don't know. Okay, well let's go back down this list here because we get a little more clarification on some stuff. So they are going to let me just read the title. What is the PS4 game experience like on PS5? PS4 titles get even better on PS5. Select PS4 titles will see increased loading speeds and will also leverage Game Boost, offering improved or more stable frame rates. Some titles with unlocked frame rates or dynamic resolution up to 4K may see higher fidelity. PS4 games will also take advantage of some of the PS5's new UX feature, but more to come on that later. They have not said a single word on that, so we'll just wait for that. But that's good, right? That was a big question we had last week. Was what are we going to see any type of performance enhancement because of the extra power that the PlayStation 5 is going to have on PS4 games?
It's good, but I want to see more.
Yeah. So far, it sounds promising. Not going to complain about it. What you got?
Because, like, once again, it talks about what it can do. Xbox has already shown what it can do, not just told us what it can do.
Okay.
It's impressive that we can play. It says officially you can pay 4K 60 with Ghost of Tsushima, which I did like. And
Naughty Dog confirmed all of their games are going to have
compatible.
Yeah.
4K, but I don't know. I don't think they're having a 60.
Yeah. So we're starting to get more studios revealing a little bit more information on what type of game experience we can expect with backwards compatibility on PlayStation 5. So that's cool. Moving to where are we? VR and backwards compatibility. So yes, you'll be able to play PlayStation VR games on the PS5, but here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. You have to use a PS camera for the PS4 in order for the VR to work. You cannot use the new PlayStation 5 camera. It's not compatible. It's not going to work. Which, to me,
which
Blows
is
my mind.
dumb.
It blows my mind that the PlayStation 5 camera will not work with the VR heads. It doesn't, like, why? Why wouldn't it? I don't understand. Okay, and
Like,
I need more details about this adapter that they're supposed to be giving to you for free. How are we supposed to get it? When am I gonna get it? When am I just gonna go pick one up? Is it gonna come in the box? Like, I have questions. I need an adapter if I want to play Beat Saber. You know, it really bothered me. What do you have? What are your thoughts on that?
it's dumb. Like I can understand issue like one of the like backwards compatibility for PS3 and PS2, PS1 don't exist.
Yeah,
I can understand PS3 because PS3 had a cell processor and that made it extremely hard to just make games for a PS3. So I can understand the difficulty it would be to make an emulator for a PS3, but the jump from PS4 has changed it to streamline everything. So the jump from PS4 to PS5 is not the jump from 3 to 4. So I would think you could use similar enough hardware to get it running backwards. Like, yeah, it's dumb.
yeah. So, we're all right now. I mean, you're only going to be getting to play PS4 games and PSVR games. Um, that you can play on PS5, but you have to use that original PlayStation camera. So don't go selling it or trading it in for the new camera because you're definitely going to need it if you want to play PSVR. Um, so backwards. So what about PS4 games on PlayStation Now and PlayStation Plus? Backward compatible PS4 games included in PlayStation Plus or PS Now will run on PS5. So I'm assuming every game that we've gotten so far will work. Can I stream PS4 games on PlayStation 5? Yes, remote play from PS4 to PS5 and PS Now streaming are supported. The benefit of streaming is that you can save your storage space on
Yay.
PS5. Please note that PS4 games will not leverage PS5's game boost through streaming. So there's that. I don't have a good enough internet connection to stream games um, remotely.
Uh,
So
I I've used I've used PS Now.
yeah.
It wasn't too bad. And uh, sorry, doing something. I've used PS Now. It wasn't too bad. Depending on the game, it was very hit or miss. There's just a little latency you could feel. Like uh I've done different cloud-based. I've done xCloud, GeForce Now,
Hmm.
Stadia, and PlayStation PS Now. Uh, I do think the worst performing is PS Now, but it wasn't worse by like, oh my god, this is unplayable. How is this? It was good, but it wasn't the best. But I could still have fun. To me, the biggest issue was just resolution. It like I'd play PS3 games and you're basically running at like 720.
I think
And
I think I've only run PS
and
Now one time, and it wasn't really good.
and I have high speed internet too, so uh it's good, but because that's the only way you can be able to play PS3 games, and it kind of sucks.
That's true. Let's see. What do we
Unless I
got?
dig it out.
I don't know. I don't feel like digging out a
Let's
PS3.
uh,
Where were we?
amen.
Oh,
There's some. Quick one. Xbox says they have heating issues. It's turned out to be bullshit, so let's skip that one.
let's see. Oh, so we're
There's like
talking.
one guy saying his got. he is like it was one person saying his prototype Xbox got hot. Yes, his prototype, not the finished making model, and one out of like the 100 they sent to other people. So yes, that confirms every Xbox there will be 100% hot. Yes, it's confirmed. Go eat shit.
You know what? Since we're on this topic,
What?
we've gotten confirmation that there are Xbox Series X's out in the wild, or at least in the warehouses, and people are
They're not
snapping pictures,
out in the let's yeah.
snapping pictures
Most
of a
definitely not
warehouse.
out in the wild, but they're ready to be shipped.
Yeah, which is pretty exciting. I mean, we're almost there. We're basically about to be mid October in a few days.
30 days, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. And that PlayStation is freaking huge. Like, I didn't expect it to be that big, but when that guy was tearing it down, that was like half his. It was like his
No,
torso.
I expected it to be that big.
I mean,
I
it's
had to I had to measure to make sure both my Xbox and PlayStation 5 would fit.
and it's huge.
I ordered them and I look at the space and I go, shit, is it gonna fit?
Is it gonna fit?
It is. Xbox has about half an inch, and I have more than adequate enough space for the PlayStation 5, but that boy is lengthy. It's like 15 inches.
I'm excited. I don't know where I'm gonna set it up yet.
We got a thick boy and a tall boy.
Thick boy, tall boy. I have no clue
Although
where
I
I'm gonna
have to
set it
have
up yet.
mine horizontal, but I it's gonna be in a cubby, but I have more than enough adequate air space to let the air flow.
Let it flow. Let's see. We're talking. Oh yeah. Next up, we had a game transfers and game saves. How do they work between the two consoles? So you can transfer digital games, game data, and game saves from a PS4 console to a PS5 console using LAN cable or by Wi-Fi, which would take forever. So if you can avoid that, do it. If you've already stored PS4 games and game data in the external USB storage device connected to your PS4, you can bring them over to PS5 with that external USB storage device. Super awesome. Super pumped about that.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, I just got to transfer
because I have
my games to my hard drive and then plug it in. And we're good to go.
Yeah, because I have issues with what that said. Because does that mean I literally have to have my PlayStation 4 on the side plugged in order to transfer everything? Because if so, that's a little sus. I'm not gonna lie.
You can either do it through the LAN cable, the Wi-Fi, or if you have it on an external hard drive. If you have all your games and game data on that external hard drive, it says USB storage device. I'm taking that as an external hard drive. That should be the same thing. That should be sufficient enough to work. You just plug it in and you're good to go. Shouldn't have to have any issues.
You want to know what I got to do on my Xbox?
Nothing.
Yeah, just play the game. It automatically syncs up my saves.
Gosh darn it. Oh, jeez. Let's see.
I went back to play Dead Space. It synced up my save from my 360. I have my original first playthrough.
I think that's so cool. Every time, I don't know, man. I keep like, oh, maybe I should just get an Xbox and cancel my PlayStation, but it's too late now. I already committed, and I'm just gonna stick with it. Let's see.
Because I have a feeling you're gonna find something you'll regret canceling it.
I will probably. If you are PS
you're gonna
Plus,
see how you're gonna.
What?
I was gonna say you're gonna see how like amazing Spider-Man is, and you're going,
yeah.
Damn it, I love this, but I should have gotten it.
Yeah, I know. That's probably what's gonna happen, and I'm just gonna stick with my PlayStation pre-order, and I'm gonna get Spider-Man, and I'm gonna play it. Let's see. If you're a PS Plus member, you can also sync PS4 game saves on PS5 through cloud storage, which I have done. Please note the ability to transfer game saves between a PS4 version and a PS5 version of the same game is a developer decision and will vary title by title for cross-generational games. So that's something to keep in mind. I guess it's up to the developer whether or not they want to transfer save files or if they can get it working, which is kind of an odd statement to to make, don't you think? Like, why would it be up to the developers to make that decision? Like, yes, your save
I
can
kind of
transfer over.
understand, but easy because they're different SKUs.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're playing a PlayStation 4 game on a PlayStation 5, you're still playing the same PlayStation 4 game. But when you're playing a PlayStation 4 game, but you have a PlayStation 5 version you're now playing, it's a completely different SKU.
Okay, I could see
So
that.
that's the issue there. You're not playing a PlayStation 4 version anymore. You're playing PlayStation 5.
Hmm. Interesting. So just to note, for Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, when players decide to upgrade from a PS4 to a PS5, their game saves will transfer. Sackboy
But
will also support save
but
transfers.
there's a
But
but to that Miles Morales.
oh yeah, your Spider-Man save will not transfer.
Marvel
Your
Spider-Man remastered it will not really. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, it's fine. I'll play through the game again. Honestly, I want to. And actually, I'm gonna. Well, actually, I'm gonna get the deluxe edition. So I don't have a
Yeah.
digital version of the game. I just have the physical disc.
I got the digital version. It was like cheap, and I just bought it. I think they just wanted to force everybody who hated the new update to play the game again.
Play it and love it, love it. And finally, how will I know which PS4 games aren't playable? Games that are only playable on PS4 will be
Here's a
noted
tiny list.
on PlayStation Store as playable on PS4 only. We have a list of games that are only playable on PS4 along with additional information on backwards compatibility. Here, I think Christian clicked that link.
What link?
No, I don't know. There's a backwards compatibility PlayStation 4 games. Let's
Hold
see.
on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry.
uh,
Hold on.
compatible. Okay, so here I wanted to touch on something really quick because I felt as though there's something that I didn't like. Compatible controllers on PS. Okay, so the DualSense wireless controller, the DualShock 4 wireless controller, and PlayStation officially licensed third-party gamepad controllers will work on PS5 consoles with supported PS4 games. Let's see. For the best experience, use a DualShock 4 wireless controller when playing PS4 games and PSVR games on a PS5 console. That part bothered me a little bit. PS5 games are not compatible with DualShock 4 wireless controllers.
And that's the issue with having innovative controllers, because it ain't gonna work because of the extra features of the DualSense.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's not gonna work.
Yeah. I just feel like. Wait, what? Hold on. I'm reading more on this list. So it says the HD camera is not compatible with PS4 games. Please connect a PlayStation camera
So
via
what the hell is the
PlayStation.
HD camera?
The HD camera is the new camera that they made for the PS5.
Yep. Do you want to know the games that are PS4 only?
Yes.
Okay. The list of games including DWVR.
I have no clue what that
Don't know
is.
what. No. Afro Samurai 2: Revenge of Kuma Volume 1. It was a garbage game that nobody cared about. Sorry, who made it? TT Isle of Man Ride on the Edge 2.
Uh-huh.
Just Deal with It.
Was that one of those party
I have
games? I don't know. Anyway,
no
continue.
clue. This one's actually a good game. Shadow Complex Remastered.
Okay.
That said, you can play it on Xbox 360, Xbox complete backwards compatibility and the remastered. Robinson the Journey, We Sing,
Eh.
Hitman Go Definitive Edition.
If you guys have not played Hitman Go, you should definitely play because it's fun. If you like puzzle games, I like it. I liked it a lot.
Shadwin,
I have no clue what that is.
and Joe's Diner.
Not Joe's Diner. Are you kidding me? I don't know what that is either. Sorry. I have no. Honestly, I'm not upset if those are the only games that I can not play on the PlayStation 5. Then I'm definitely down. It says the list will change. The list is subject to change and excludes demos, media, and non-game applications, so that's something to note. But I mean, that was that. That was some questions that we had needed answers to or wanted answers to, and Sony responded. There's still some more things I want to know or see, but I don't know if we're gonna get any more out of Sony than what they've given us so far. Do you think they're gonna give us anything else?
Later, but I don't think right now.
And then on to our final two pieces of news. We've been getting, I think we talked about it a little bit last week when we talked about quick resume on the Xbox and what the use of for that would be. And I think for me, I just was like, I don't see it.
Yeah.
But you brought up the point where you're talking about like streaming, or if you're talking about like even like turning off the console or like unplugging the console. Apparently, the quick resume will still work, so you just pick up right where you left off, which I think is pretty rad. I think that putting it in perspective of that makes it way more appealing and way more just in the realm of like what I would use it for. You know what I mean? I thought
Yeah.
I didn't know like if I unplugged my console that it wouldn't that the quick and I plugged it back in that the quick resume would still work, and I think that's pretty rad. At least
I don't know about that.
Alana Pierce
I don't know.
said
Oh, she
that
said
would
that?
happen.
Oh,
Yeah, she
she
said
said
it.
that. Okay.
That's where I read it.
Okay.
She said that it still works if the console gets unplugged and then you plug it back in. That quick resume feature works and it just picks up right where you left off.
Did not know that.
I didn't know that either until I read it. I thought that was really exciting because I feel like that would definitely be something that is useful, especially if you're one like a person like me who like moves their consoles from like room to room whenever you need to. That's pretty handy, and I'll take advantage of that fully. Um, and the last thing on the list was Dirt 5. You said people had started getting their hands on this thing, and it's probably one of the you said like what were you saying? That was one of the like true-ish games on Xbox Series X.
Yeah, one of the more next gen games, because there is also Yakuza Like a Dragon,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't show off real next gen as much as Dirt 5. And what I'll say about Yakuza, love the franchise, love the developers, although I'm not too much into this one because they're trying something new and it just it, I just don't feel it. Uh, Yakuza, obviously based off Yakuza, like it's basically mafia and basically a brawling fighting game. They're fun as hell. They have good stories that also go batshit crazy.
Welcome.
That is just amazingly fun and stupid sometimes. And they've always been brawlers, but for this one, it's kind of like this active turn-based strategy rather than a brawler. So
Nice.
I'm having a pause if I'll play that one because like I said, I love the franchise, but
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't not that I wasn't thrilled, but I'm just a little like oh when I heard it, it was like
A
uh
brawler.
uh it's not a brawler anymore. Like I said, it's turn based.
My gosh. Well,
But Dirt, on the other hand, that one's capable of showing more next gen features as well it is on current hardware. On next gen, you're getting a true 4K 60, uh, and a mode that is 1440 120 frames.
Nice. You know, man, I really need, as we talk more and more about next gen and the full capability of these new consoles, I need a freaking new TV. It just
Yeah, you
makes
really do.
me, I really just need a new one. I've been rocking the same TV for the past 5, 6 years now, and I think it's time for an upgrade. We'll see what happens. Prime Day is coming up as of recording this video, and tomorrow it starts on the 13th of October. If you're probably listening to this, it's over. So you missed out on that. I'm sorry. But hopefully I can snag a TV. I'll keep you guys posted on whether or not I can snag a TV. We'll see what happens. Any final thoughts? Anything you want to say to the people before we bounce out of here? Because last time you got cut off.
Oh yeah, the call got cut because we're going on for too damn long. To quote, I guess, Always Sunny from Philadelphia, give me money. I like money. Money me, please.
Mm-hmm. Wise words from a wise man. We have been your hosts. My name is Julian once again. That's Christian. And we host this podcast, voice chat enabled, going live every Tuesday. I just declared that now. Every Tuesday, we will be posting a new episode. So make sure to.
Granted, my job will let me, because god damn it, I like sleep.
I mean, right now we're good. We're on a good. I feel like we have a good schedule. So I think we're good. At least
guy doesn't have to wake up at 6 in the morning.
I don't, but I do have to wake up at 7.
Oh boo-hoo! I have to wake up an hour early.
Oh man! All right. Well, it's been fun. I know we focused a lot on PlayStation, but that's just the news that came out today. Stay tuned for next week. Next Tuesday will be the next episode. That is that. Will it have gotten a new TV at that point? We'll see. Stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Share it if you feel compelled to, and I hope you are compelled, because that'd be just super fun. That'd be swell if you shared this podcast with your friends and family. Tell grandma she needs to listen, you know? Grandma needs to stay up to date. What's up?
Are you streaming?
I am streaming, not right now, but follow me over on twitch.tv/jalapeno-biz. Twitch.tv/jalapeno-biz. I stream games there when I'm not swamped with school.
Shout out to Current Joys, where if you want to hear me occasionally, go to Current Joys, because I tried streaming and I found out, while yes, my Xbox can, there's also a fatal error using Twitch app that can cause your Xbox to completely shut off. So streaming is not really in my cards right now. So if you want to see, well, for my Xbox, PlayStation I can stream, but I have a lot more of the games I play on Xbox, because I was going to stream Dead Space and I streamed it for like 30 minutes, worked fine, and then I was then I looked at the app when I was done because I was going to bed, turned off my Xbox. I'm like, maybe I don't know why my Xbox turned off, and then I went on later and I was just looking at the settings for streaming on Twitch, turned it off again, and I'm like, this is concerning.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not even.
I don't know what happened, but yes, make sure to go check out our friend Current Joys.
Sorry, got interrupted. But yeah, I went online. That's when it's like, oh, the Twitch app can shut off your Xbox. Cool. Xbox, get on that. Thank you.
Get on it. So yeah, make sure to tune in, watch us, guys. I maybe we'll do one of these shows live. It just depends on Christian's schedule. and what we got going on, but we will see. Anyway, guys, be nice. Be caring out there. Wear your masks because that's important right now. That's that. I'll see you guys, or we will see you guys on the next episode. Peace.
Later.